What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Johnny Rico Show. Thank you for being here. I would like to thank everybody who has subscribed, who tunes in, who leaves comments. I appreciate all that. That does help me out a lot. So keep doing what you do. I appreciate that. And also for those who tune into my show. At the end of, every segment or episode you watch, in the comment section, you can leave a comment and give me any ideas of content you would like to, like for me to speak on. And if it's good, if I feel like, what you are asking me to speak on is something I should speak on, I'm going to speak on it. Okay. And I'll give you a shout out. So keep that in mind. Today, people, we're going to speak about, how to seduce women. You understand how to attract women. How to have an everlasting first impression. Okay. Now, as we know, there's some women out here who they're shit eaters. They're foot draggers. They're slaughterhouses. You don't need much for these women, right? There's some women though that that are a good catch, and of course, as we know, a good catch is not an easy catch, right? You gonna need the right bait, the right line, the right hook, the right everything, right? Bait and tackle, all that good shit, right? So, these women, they don't just fall for any type of Joe, right? You can't be no Joe Schmo flow, right? You gotta be a type of dude who, you keep yourself together, you conduct yourself a certain way, etc. But what these women, are attracted to, ideally, is the first impression. The first impression is what snags them. If you don't have your first impression game together, if it ain't up to par, you losing out here, Papa. I'm telling you, you losing. That's why whenever I leave the house, I can go to the corner store, which is a block away, to go grab me a sandwich. And believe me, I'm decent. I ain't got my best shit on, but I ain't got no house clothes on. You understand? I ain't got no flip-flops on. I got some smell good on. I'm shaved, I might have a little jewelry on, just a little jewelry, a little something, because women, they are attracted to that cleanliness, that attraction, right? So what happens is, there's men out here who don't try at all. They don't try at all. They don't try to get themselves together. They be having shit in their motherfucking eyes crust. Their mouth be stinking, and they got shitty asses. There's a lot of you niggas out here who don't wipe your asses, right, man? Use some motherfucking, some wet wipes, man. What the fuck wrong with you niggas, man? Bitch is gonna give you head and she gotta, hold her breath to suck on your dick, nigga, cause your ass is funky, nigga. Fuck wrong with you dudes, man. But anyway, you gotta have your first impression game up to par. And I'm gonna tell you straight the fuck up, women don't like men who try too hard to impress. They don't. If you out here trying too hard to motherfucking impress, if you are living beyond your means, women recognize that shit. Believe me when I tell you, women do recognize that shit. Yeah, so you cannot, be out here trying too hard. Just be yourself. You ain't gotta fake no moves. Just be yourself and be clean. Believe me, simplicity is a key factor to attract women. Simplicity. All that extra shit. Who you think came up with that phrase? Nigga, you doing too much, nigga. You extra. Women, why the fuck you think they came out with that phrase, nigga? Niggas is doing too much. Y'all niggas doing too much, man. So, keep it simplistic, Of course, a little charisma, a little of the, good sense of humor, goes a long way too, right? So, let me tell y'all a story, man. Let me tell y'all a story, right? So, and I'm going to tell you how, you do not have to, be all materialistic. As long as you're clean, you ain't got to be in no Benz to pull the baddest bitches or the female you want. Okay? All you got to do is be confident, be clean, and whatever you drive, keep that motherfucker clean too. Okay? And have a job. These are the basic things you need as a man to get a good or decent woman. Okay, let me tell y'all a little story. Back in maybe I'll say 2010, right? 2011, I had a car. Guess what car this was? No, it wasn't no Maybach. No, not yet, Papa. Nah, it wasn't no Porsche. Try again. No, not that one. Nope. Try one more time. Wrong. So what I had was, it was a 1992 Mercury Topaz. Oh my gosh. It might have been a 92 or a 94. I do know it was one of those two. It was an even number. But this motherfucker was clean, right? Bitch was clean as fuck. I had the all blood red interior with everything was electrical in that motherfucker. I was impressed myself when I got that motherfucker, okay? Everything was electrical. Man, I slapped some tints on that motherfucker. It had a factory pearl gray paint. That bitch was clean, okay? That bitch wasn't a car to be in if you was trying to save your own life or some niggas was shooting at you, or if you was, putting the police on the chase. Cause that bitch, I almost got a ticket on 95 in that bitch for not doing the fucking speed limit, okay? But that bitch was limpiecito. It was clean, okay? And, this was my little slider. This was what I would, I was in to go drive around. And you seen what the car looked like. Nigga, that you can't mistaken that bitch with no kind of fancy car out there, right? That bitch just is what the fuck it is. But the AC blew in that motherfucker too. And like I said, that bitch stayed clean and smelling good, right? And women were impressed. Listen, I had more women in driving that motherfucking car than probably your favorite rapper did that same year I had that car. Believe me when I tell you. I can't make this shit up, man. Believe me when I fucking tell you. But you know what it was? It was just, how I conducted myself. I had confidence driving that motherfucker. I was whipping that motherfucker like it was a motherfucking Phantom. But I turned the corner and that bitch doing like 3, 4, 5 miles per hour. Nigga, what? Man, I was clean as fuck in that bitch. I had the confidence in that motherfucker, right? And women, they were attracted to that. They were attracted to it. They loved it. They coochie got wet jumping in my car. Okay? So you don't need to be a man of a lot of riches. You don't, man. You don't. If you keep yourself clean, having a nice body don't hurt. But if you got a nice body and you got a shitty ass mouth, you got a motherfucking a porta potty for a motherfucking mouth, nigga, she might fuck you, but nigga, you ain't gonna fuck her. She ain't gonna let you fuck her. She ain't gonna ride your dick face to face, nigga. And she sure enough ain't gonna let you fuck her missionary style. That ain't gonna happen. The only position you might get, nigga, is doggy style. That's it. Or she might ride your dick, but you gonna get her back. Believe me when I tell you. You understand that once she nut, nigga, you gotta go. She gonna come up with some shit like, oh, my head just started hurting. I'm sorry, I'll see you next time. Just like that. So if you wanna, if you want to, be all in with women, man, I'm telling you. Make sure your hygiene, your attitude, your confidence, make sure, your shoes, even if you got an old pair, of shoes, you can't afford a new pair of shoes, man, wipe them motherfuckers down, man. That's one of the first things that fucking women look at. Let me tell you, women look at 3 things when they first meet you, right? The first thing is obvious. They look at you dead in your eyes and your face. They're going to look, when you're talking, they looking into your mouth, straight the fuck up. They looking to see if you got crust around the corners of your fucking lips. They seeing if your lips are cracked. They looking to see if you got maybe any bumps around your fucking lips. Women are very observant, man. Believe me when I tell you. Then they look down. And guess what they stopping next? You said it. Around your crotch area. They looking to see if they can see a bulge, right? If they see a little bulge, then they might say, okay. Then they look to your shoes. Now, if your shoes is shitty, then if your bulge was right, but your shoes are shitty, they might give you a chance. But now if your bulge wasn't right, but your shoes are clean, you might have a motherfucking chance, man. I'm telling you, man, this is the psyche of women, man. So keep your fucking, I don't give a fuck if you got felines from 1995, man. Keep the motherfuckers clean, man. Wipe them down. Always keep your shoes clean, man. This is all a part of, seducing women. This is what is called the first attraction appeal. The first attraction is the everlasting attraction. Believe me when I tell you. You can't afford no Creed, no Invictus, no Polo. Man, they got little $5-10 colognes out there that smell good as fucking. Women don't know what the fuck they are. They just call that shit. Okay? Spray a little squirt of that shit and you good, papa. You fresh. You understand? But man, if you want to really, you probably been, enduring a lot of, hardships in your life because, you probably got to jack your dick a lot. You're not getting no pussy, because you're not keeping yourself right. Once you have in your mind, that you are going to keep yourself up to par, your confidence goes up. Straight the fuck up instantly. Just like that. Like that little, that credit thing they have out right now. You just a click of a button and your credit score goes up like 30, 15 points or whatever the fuck it is. That's what happens with your fucking confidence level. It goes up just like that. Shoot. So what I'm saying is keep yourself to par, man. And, you may have better chances at, getting the type of female that you want. That fine little female who live across the street from you, she might be, eyeballing you too. But she noticed your shoes ain't clean. And you don't keep yourself shaved. And your car be shitty. You understand? She watching you. Fix all that shit up and you might be able to get the coochie. All right. This is Johnny Rico, man. This on here saying some real shit. I want to help some of you guys out there because a lot of you guys out there are hurting. Competition is strong out here. I believe, listen, there's 8 billion people in the fucking world, right? And out of those 8 billion people, I believe it's 3 billion, 3 to 3.5, about 3 billion are men. So you do the math. It's women, right? So there's, but yet still there's competition out here because women, they choosing wisely. This ain't like back in the day. Back in the day, that shit you doing right now, you could have got away with that shit back in the day. Maybe if you was, a solid dude. But now, man, you could be fake, you could be fugazi, you could be whatever. As long as you keep yourself clean, you know how to make a female last, and that first impression is on point like that, then you fresh, It ain't about who's the realest nigga out here no more. That shit been out the window a long time ago. That shit don't fly no more. It's about who has the best first impression. This is Johnny Rico, y'all, man. Thanking y'all for tuning in and saying, keep your first impression up to par, my brother, and you'll go far. God bless the strong, brave, and real, and the good. And y'all stay fresh out here, man. I love y'all. Stay tuned. I'm out. Suave.